From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Get things going. That's complete. It is Trey Harris. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Oh, intercepted on the second play of the game. Picked off by Sauce Gardner. And he covers some ground on the return as well. Out of bounds, past the 40-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position. I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
He'll step up and run, and they're going to work this down inside the 45. A pickup of 12 yards, and the Jets have a first down.
There's just so many ways this offense can beat you, Mike. He adds such a layer to this offense with their ability to use him as a design runner, and we can see there as he picks up the first down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
On 2nd down, they run the counter. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Here now, 3rd and 5.
Here we go, here we go. Hawk 7, Dragon 60.
They'll look to throw. That one on target to Moore. They get 20 on the connection. Good for a Jets first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And the Jets are going to be set up 1st and goal. Good running takes them down to about the 4.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get 1st down after 1st down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
And this time, they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Cougar 19. Ready,
The RPO, that one is complete. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
It's 3rd and goal.
Last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. That one taken in. Touchdown, Jets. His 4th TD grab of the season.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure, and I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. First and 10, and it's Allen. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
To the air on second down. Here's Allen. He's got it. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Bills. That touchdown gives him 18 on the season.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession one. What are you going to do in response on possession two? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
His drive will start on the ground, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
They'll try to hit him with a screen. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking them down for a loss.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. Third and long.
Cup 19! Cup 19! Get it! 70 Lions!
He'll drop to throw. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Tarheem Still.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
Off the play fake, here's Allen. Now a shot here, deep middle. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Buffalo. 2 more touchdowns for him here. Now 19 for the year. Moody now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bills will move out to a 14-7 lead. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. From the 6, here comes a return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready. 60 bikes.
They'll go with a counter on first down, and they'll bring him down around the 27-yard line. Reed Blankenship coming up from his safety spot to make the stop.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
60 bikes. Front row 80.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. They converge on him quickly. They'll only get a couple. Zach Barr, the all-pro, makes the stop.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to extend this drive.
18, Pioneer.
Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll talk things over before 3rd down.
Go. Cougar 19, Warriors 70. Lion. Ready, right?
He'll look to throw. That's caught outside. It's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Let's go. Ready?
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 2.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves. Go.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
3rd and 2. Here we go.
19-18. Come on. Set. 19 Tigers. Smash.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And it looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on 3rd down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage of the game.
He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happy. Gonna lose a yard.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
Get it. Bronco 80.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
It's a gain of 7.
Here's second and 3 to go.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready, ready.
They'll stick with him again. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. It's been a good drive, but they need to convert here on 3rd and 5.
60 by 6. Warrior 70. Ready.
Now they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down. Austin Seibert now for this field goal try.
A 31-yard attempt.
That one is good. And the Jets are back within 4 at 14-10.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. Throwing now. Allen here on first down. To the left side, that is caught by Horton. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Here's 2nd and 2. Play action. Here's Allen. He'll let one go down the middle. And he will score again. Touchdown, Bills. Touchdown number 3 for him in the game. He's up to 20 on the season. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Cougar 19.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. Huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. First and 10 now from the 36. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he is out of bounds. Markham at the 25. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Bills first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Higgins sent in motion. To throw on 1st and 10, Allen. To the right side here, pass is caught. And they'll move it down to the 11-yard line. He's out of bounds there.
A gain of 14.
14 on the pickup. 1st down, Buffalo. From the gun, throw here for Allen. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Throwing on 2nd down. It's Allen. He'll go right and find his running back. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. Now a signal, timeout call. 9 seconds left to play in this 1st half. Jets are going to use their 3rd and final timeout here. Talk things over before 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Allen. Flush to his right. And he will get into the end zone. Josh Allen. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half. But everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock. And they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Moody's extra point is good. And the Bills add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead.
Jake Moody to kick off.
3 seconds, all that remain in this 1st half as that one's away. He'll start at the 4. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this 1st half.
Oh Lord, who else sounded like this? They ain't made me what I am, they inspire me like this.
Jake
I was
Moody
ready.
to kick off.
I've been ready since my daddy told me he was coming to the house.
Very one-sided 1st half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
28-yard line.
Cup 19! Cup 19! Here we go! Here we go! Ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Tarheeb Still. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Play action. It's Allen. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
56, 56. Half. All 52.
Allen now on second down. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Higgins sent in motion. On third down, it's Allen. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. This one from 54 yards out. Moody's kick is good. And the Bills will extend their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Moody comes back on the field after making the field goal. He's set to kick off. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
Go! Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready?
They'll begin here on the ground. He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers, it's a gain of 9.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
First carry of the game now, and here's Breece Hall. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Now the offensive coordinator's got a decision on his hand, Mike. It was 2nd and 1. He decides to go with a conservative run, gets stopped for no gain. He's in the exact same position now on 3rd down. Does he try to change it up, or does he just turn around and hand it off again?
He'll try to run for it with Hall. And he is going to have a Jets first down. Able to convert, albeit not by much. They get it on 3rd and a yard.
Well, power football here on 3rd and short. They bring in some extra bulk up front, and they just run this ball straight at the defense. Challenge them in a gotta-have-it moment. Can you stop us? And in this case, the answer was no.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 9.
18 Cardinals.
Now, faking the give. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Tarheeb Still. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You know, what I'm seeing play out there right now, Mike, is just a frustrated offense playing on tilt. And on the other side of the ball, I'm seeing a defense that's happily taking advantage of these decisions. I mean, how else do you explain 3 consecutive drives that result in a pick? I mean, each mistake just feeds the next. It feeds frustration. And all at the same time, it's leading to questionable throws and easy picks.
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
So every team practices this on both sides of the ball. They call it sudden change. So in this case, the offense takes the field quickly following the defensive takeaway, and now you want to get off to a fast start, generate a quick play, and spark your possession, and it's exactly what they're able to do.
He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. And now he's not spiking it, it's a fake. This is caught, and he's out of bounds, short of the first down.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
To the air on 3rd down, here's Allen. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these. Down conversion, so you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down. Allen going to throw for it. That's incomplete. Daring call on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. You get that to Wilson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 5.
Here we go. Strike.
Back to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
Timberwolves.
They'll run it out of the gun. And it's Hall. And he'll have the 1st down. We'll get him up around the 37.
And this is just a defeated defense at this point in the game, Mike. It's been like this all day long. They just have not been able to get the stops when they've needed them. Here's another chance on 3rd down. And
under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Jordan Birch in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, The quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
Mustang 19, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, go!
They'll look to throw. That's into traffic, but taken in. He'll be brought down just shy of midfield. That is catch number 60 for the season.
At the 49-yard line.
Come on, set! 70 Lions! Ready?
He'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play. And that's exactly what they did.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
Set! 60 Bison, 60 Bison! Ready?
Throwing now from the gun. He'll take a shot. Looking for Wilson. And he's going to set his guys up well. Nice return. The offense is going to have it just past the 40-yard line.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. The one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
Allen going to throw on 1st and 10. He's going to take a shot down the field. That is brought in. That long one's going to bring them 1st and goal. He is brought down at the 5-yard line. Big-time play there for Buffalo. 54 yards. So after the big play to start, now we have 1st and goal. From the gun, Josh Allen. He's got it at the 3. And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Bills. He's up to 21 touchdowns now. What a campaign. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
His kick is good. Makes the score Bills 37, Jets 10. Jake Moody to kick off.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. This is fielded inside the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go! 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger! Ready?
He'll drop to throw. That's to the running back, Breece Hall.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 4.
Let's go now! 70 Timberwolf! 18 Rattler, 18 Rattlers, go!
Now they'll set up to throw. And more of the same. Another interception. And And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you jump the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
26. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches. The Jets' 39-yard line.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Play action now, and here's Allen. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game, and that one, a first down.
Now, Mike, I really like this game plan, right? The strategy on 3rd and short so often is, okay, just get enough for the first down. If you decide to air it out, everything short, get a fresh set of downs. They're saying the defense is going to pack it in close. They're protecting the sticks. So let's just throw it over their head and try to go for a big play.
That's hauled in at the 2. And he's going to have the first down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
Extra point up and good from Moody. And the Bills will add one more onto their big lead. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here comes a return from the 3. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Go! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 18 Pioneer. Ready?
Back to throw here to begin the drive. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
Probably took him a little bit longer than they would have preferred, but he finally gets on the board. First catch, first touch. Here's we start the second half.
Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches.
Here we go. Shot. Hut, hut.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, They know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
The offense is out there. 4th and inches.
Red. Cougar 19.
Trying to get him to jump. Did not work. Good job by the defense to stay disciplined. It's a delay again. So, 4th down, and Ryan Wright on to punt it away. And he overhit that just a bit. Lands beyond the goal line, and that is a touchback. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So a road win here for the Bills. They get the victory away from home in the division. It's so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later in the season.